The Miami Grand Prix was supposed to be a weekend of redemption for Ferrari. Many fans believed this would be the race where Ferrari showed they were back in the game, ready to challenge Red Bull and McLaren. But instead, what happened was far from a comeback. The weekend exposed Ferrari's continuing problems with strategy, driver communication, and performance. Even worse, it has opened up deeper questions about the team's leadership and its future. What was meant to be a hopeful chapter turned into a dramatic reminder that Ferrari still has a long way to go. The most talked about moment came from the Ferrari team radio. It wasn't just any radio message. This time it involved Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc. Their exchange, full of frustration and emotion, made headlines. It revealed a growing tension inside the team. Hamilton, known for his calm and experience, didn't hold back. He openly questioned the decisions being made and expressed his dissatisfaction with how things were being handled. Even Charles Leclerc, usually very protective of Ferrari, showed signs of frustration. This isn't just about one race anymore. It's about a pattern that's been building. Ferrari's strategy team once again failed to deliver under pressure. Fans and experts alike criticized the timing of their pit stops and the team's failure to swap drivers quickly enough. In modern Formula One, these decisions can change the outcome of a race. When a team gets it wrong, especially a top team like Ferrari, the consequences are serious. Hamilton believed he had the pace to go after Andrea Kimi Antonelli, but he needed to be let past Leclerc sooner. The delay cost him valuable time, and Ferrari's indecisiveness left both drivers frustrated. After the race, Hamilton spoke to the media and explained his feelings. He said he wouldn't apologize for being honest on the radio. He reminded everyone that emotions run high during a race, especially when a driver still has the hunger to win. He made it clear he's not there to play it safe. He wants to fight. That fire, he said, is something Ferrari desperately needs. And he's right. Ferrari needs fighters now, more than ever. But this wasn't just about team radio or one missed strategy call. It reflects a much bigger problem. Ferrari is struggling with the performance of their car, the SF25. When compared to their rivals, Red Bull, McLaren, and even Mercedes, they are clearly behind. In Miami, even Williams looked quicker at times. That's not acceptable for a team like Ferrari. With all the resources and history they have, being the fourth or fifth fastest team on the grid is a serious failure. Fred Vasseur, Ferrari's team principal, is under pressure. When he joined in 2023, he brought fresh hope. Last year, Ferrari came close to winning the Constructors' Championship. That gave fans hope that 2024 and 2025 would be strong years. But instead, things are moving in the opposite direction. Vasseur keeps saying the car has potential, but that potential is not being realized. That's not good enough. Ferrari needs results, not excuses. The situation is especially delicate because of the driver lineup. Ferrari now has two top drivers, Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton. On paper, this should be one of the strongest pairings in Formula One. But without a competitive car, even the best drivers can't do much. Their talent just highlights the car's weaknesses. It's frustrating for them, and it's embarrassing. For the team, the decision to bring Hamilton to Ferrari was a big one. It showed ambition. But if the team cannot provide him with a car that can win, that ambition will backfire. Hamilton left Mercedes hoping to compete for his 8th world title. He did not come to Ferrari to fight in the midfield. Battling with Williams is not what he had in mind. Unless things improve quickly, that move could turn into one of the biggest disappointments of his career. Charles Leclerc is also running out of patience. This is his 7th season with Ferrari, and he's still waiting for a car that can truly fight for a championship. At some point, he has to ask himself if Ferrari will ever deliver. The 2026 regulation changes will be a big moment for all teams. But Leclerc may not want to wait that long. He wants to win now. And who can blame him? What happened in Miami is a warning. It shows that Ferrari is not just facing technical problems, they're also facing internal pressure. The drivers are frustrated. The fans are losing faith. And the team leadership seems to be out of answers. That's a dangerous combination. After the Miami Grand Prix, Fred Vasseur tried to calm the situation. He said the strategy involving Hamilton and Leclerc was well executed. He explained that Hamilton was given a chance to go ahead, and that they swapped back when needed. But not everyone agrees with him. Many experts believe Ferrari was too slow to make the call. In Formula One, even a delay of 1 or 2 laps can ruin a strategy. Vasseur may have meant well, but his words didn't match what fans saw on track. This situation also raises questions about Ferrari's overall direction. Are they really moving forward, or are they just standing still? The team keeps talking about potential and progress, but the results tell a different story. Other teams are improving. McLaren, in particular, has made big strides. Red Bull, despite their own drama, remains strong. Even Mercedes is showing signs of recovery. Where is Ferrari in all of this? Falling behind. And then there's the emotional side. Formula One is a sport, but it's also a drama. The emotions of the drivers matter. When Hamilton says he's still hungry and still wants to win, that means something. When Leclerc shows his frustration, that's a sign of pressure building. Ferrari cannot ignore these signals. If they do, they risk losing their most valuable assets, their drivers. Let's also not forget that Hamilton's move to Ferrari was supposed to be a new beginning. It was supposed to be the start of something great. But right now, it feels more like a warning sign. If Ferrari cannot turn things around quickly, this partnership could collapse before it even begins. That would be a disaster, not just for Hamilton, but for the team as a whole. In the end, Ferrari must face the truth. They are not where they need to be. Their car is not competitive. Their strategy is weak. Their drivers are unhappy. And their leadership is under pressure. These are not small problems. They are signs of a bigger issue, a team that has lost its way. The road ahead will not be easy. Ferrari must improve the SF25. They must fix their strategy mistakes. They must listen to their drivers. And most importantly, they must start winning again. If they don't, they risk falling into a deeper crisis. The time to act is now. The future of Ferrari depends on it. As fans, we all want to see Ferrari back on top. We want to see Hamilton and Leclerc fighting for wins. But that won't happen unless the team gets serious. No more excuses, no more missed opportunities. Ferrari must deliver or face the consequences. This is a crucial moment for the Scuderia. What they do next will define their future. Will they rise or will they continue to fall? Only time will tell. As the race weekend in Miami began, there was an air of cautious optimism in the Ferrari garage. The team had hoped that recent upgrades to the SF25 would begin to pay off, and that they could show improvement against top contenders like Red Bull, Mercedes, and the ever-improving McLaren team. But those hopes were short-lived. From the early practice sessions, it became clear that the Ferrari package was not as competitive as they had believed. The car struggled with grip, tire degradation was higher than expected, and the setup issues continued to prevent the drivers from getting the most out of the car. Charles Leclerc, who has been with Ferrari for years and is considered one of the most talented drivers on the grid, found himself once again frustrated. His driving was solid, but the performance gap between him and the top 3 teams was noticeable. Lewis Hamilton, in his first year with Ferrari after his long stint with Mercedes, also faced challenges adapting to a car that was not living up to the expectations set during winter testing. Both drivers were visibly annoyed with how the weekend progressed. The biggest flashpoint came during the race itself. Ferrari was in a position to at least salvage decent points, but confusion on the pit wall led to a delayed decision to allow Hamilton to pass Leclerc in order to chase down the car ahead, driven by rising star Antonelli. The delay not only cost Hamilton a shot at challenging for position, but also exposed the lack of coordination within Ferrari's race strategy team. Radio messages between Hamilton and his race engineer revealed growing tension, with Hamilton openly questioning decisions and expressing his frustration in the heat of the moment. After the race, media outlets were quick to focus on the visible tension. Hamilton addressed the issue in a post-race interview, clarifying that his emotions were due to the high-pressure environment and his desire to win. He pointed out that his comments were not disrespectful, but rather an honest expression of how much he cares. He emphasized that he's still hungry for victory, and he's not going to apologize for being passionate. Hamilton's approach sparked discussions not just among fans, but also within the team. Team principal Fred Vassar met with both drivers after the race to discuss the incident. According to Hamilton, he placed a hand on Vassar's shoulder and told him to calm down, adding that the situation wasn't as serious as it might have seemed. He mentioned that drivers across the grid say much harsher things in the heat of the moment, and that such intensity is part of racing.